The first game I ever went to for Newcastle was Wimbledon against Newcastle at Selhurst Park. We lost 2-0, pissy rain all day, but I fell in love. Like, it wasn't even, I think I was 7 or 8, and it was the fans. The football was dreadful, but I got to meet Shearer that day, which I didn't know how big an impact that was going to have on me at the time, but the fans, 90 minutes of singing, and I didn't realise that's what football was, because my first ever game was Millwall against Gillingham, because obviously Millwall are my local team, and it put me off football, literally put me off football for life. And it was by coincidence I went to the Newcastle game the week after with my uncle and just fell in love with it. Absolutely amazing. It's a big one. Ever probably, for me, Shearer against Chelsea. Just the way he held off Desai, who at the time was one of the best defenders in the world. Held him off like he was nothing. Like, he was a Sunday League player, and then strokes it in from 30 yards out. It was an unbelievable goal. Just tingles now, like, it was absolutely disgusting. There's only one, Big Al. Like, the impact that man had on me growing up was unreal. He's my idol now, let alone throughout Newcastle history. He's just a sensational player. But to be less obvious, probably Gary Speed would come a very close second. But for me, Shearer. There's been a few. Obviously, this one I've got on is unreal. The home version of this one was unreal. There's been so many good home kits, but even better away kits. It's hard to sort of pen one down. I'd probably go with the 95-96 Grandad Collar just because it's iconic. But closely followed by the central one. The one where it was the Adidas, the badge, and then the sponsor was unreal as well. Bobby Robson. All day long Bobby Robson. He just got it. I was lucky to have the end of Keegan, but Bobby Robson for me was the first big manager that came in and sort of reaffirmed my love for the club. He was just everything to the club. He lived and breathed Newcastle. It was sensational. So yeah, Bobby Robson. Do you know what? I was thinking about this one. Craig Bellamy. Because he was sensational for us. Like, the partnership him and Shearer built was fantastic. And I think he left a bit prematurely. Obviously, he had that falling out with Souness. I think if it stayed, we would have had a good chance of winning something. I think he made that much of a difference to the team. It's a toss-up between Bobby getting sacked and getting relegated under Shearer. I think relegation hurt both times, but that one hurt a bit more because it was him at the helm. And I know he didn't have a proper opportunity to save us. He never got the right amount of time. But seeing him dejected and the way the team were, and the squad we had at the time, we should never have been relegated. But yeah, no, that broke my heart big time. But Bobby getting sacked as well was awful, awful memories, because he could have rebuilt that team. He could have turned us around. Personally, winning the Game Changer Award, like, to get recognised by my club for something I've done in the community was amazing. I never really expected it when I started my journey into doing that with the foundation, so to get recognised by the club in itself was incredible. Recent memory, probably winning the league again from Brighton's hands. Like, it was unbelievable that day. I actually missed the last game of the season. It was the only game I missed all season. I had to go to a 60th birthday party, and I kicked up a fuss the whole time trying to fall out with my missus so I could go to the match. And it never worked. And I actually watched both games sitting on the bus, travelling to the dinner. And yeah, got predominantly kicked off the bus when Villa equalised. So yeah, that was a good memory. Miggy Almiron. Love him. I love everything about him. His little cheeky smile, everything he gives to the team. He's just amazing, isn't he? If he had an end product, he'd be the best player in the league. But he just hasn't got that end product, but it doesn't stop me loving him.